Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you can probably tell from the title, I got a package from Newegg. Newegg. This is the third time trying to record this, so I have opened these before. I know what's inside of it. I know all that. Blah blah blah. You guys probably know what's inside because I may or may not have posted it in the title. But yeah, third time opening this because my sister kept crying, but I'm not watching her anymore. My mom has her, so as you can see, there's a dragon there, and you probably know what that is. It's the MSI logo, but we'll get to that. First off, I've got to tell you guys a story. Ooh, story time with Earthbound Hero. Okay, so I am upgrading to Intel. I'm currently at a 7850K at 4 gigahertz. I can't get an overclock on it because I got a shitty chip. So yeah, I'm switching to Intel. I'm going to grab a 4690K and an NHD 15, and I am going to overclock the hell out of that CPU. Going to try and get it to 4.5 gigahertz at least. That would be fantastic. The reason I'm doing this is I'm getting terrible bottlenecks in games like Thief, Watch Dogs, The Crew, and a few others. So some badly optimized games, but are the games that I would like to play. So some more story. I was originally going to go, instead of an NHD 15, I was originally going to go. I keep hearing my mom talking. I think she's talking to me, but she's not. Sorry, talking really fast. I was originally going to go with an H220 or H240X. I'm sitting really close. I should get up here and do this way. I was originally going to go with an H220X or an H240X. I was going to go with an H220X over the H240X because it seemed to be a little bit quieter for like 1 degree less performance. But those are really expensive, and I could have done it, but I wouldn't have had any extra money to buy games or anything, which I'm only trying to buy games on my wish list unless I find a great deal on a game that I do want to play. I recently bought Shadow Mordor, beat that in like 19 hours, and it was fantastic. I highly recommend it. Anyways, moving on. But that game is not bottlenecked at all. Like, my GPU runs at 100 all the time. CPU does spike up, and then GPU does drop every once in a while, and I do notice some frame dips then, but I've already beat the game, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, moving on. So I needed this for that because I only have 4 SATA powers on one harness, and I have 4 drives, and I think it's, the pump? I think it's the pump needs SATA power. So I would have to put in an entirely new harness, and this would just be easier. So I don't need that. Wasted money there. And I got this because it was recommended to me to put my front 200mm in intake, my top, the radiator, the H220 or H240X, in exhaust, pushing air out of the case, or pulling air out of the case, rather, and then put the rear 140 into intake to cool the VRMs. And so I got this to do that. It's nice to keep those just in case I ever need them, so I don't have to buy new ones. Anyways, here's the motherboard I got. Story behind this. Best overclocker for a decent price, I found. Good looking, good features. It has a great fan curve, which is awesome. That's something I've been looking for. My current Mobo, which is a Gigabyte F2A88X, is dreadful with fans. It just ramps them up whenever the hell it feels like it. You cannot read temperatures because that's like an AMD thing, I believe. But yeah, so anyways, let's get in here. So as you can see, the box is fantastic. It's nice and textured. Like, everything is a different texture. You got like, let's turn on the flashlight here. Focus. So you got like, circuit board thing going on there. You got some awards and what it has, some features, and then on the back, some more features. So this is 3-way SLI compatible. Never going to do 3-way SLI. Probably going to go AMD for my next graphics card upgrade, which hopefully is soon. Not hopefully, just I would like a new graphics card upgrade. I'm probably going to wait for the next gen, so like the 1000 series by NVIDIA or the 400 series by AMD, whatever the next ones are, because right now my GPU runs adequately. It can play most games ultra, but some games like Thief get kind of bogged down a little bit, but I think that's a CPU thing. So I might not need to get a new one, but I have noticed some bad frame rates in Shadow Mordor mainly. I can't run at 100% ultra, but that was not to be expected, because, you know, that would include doing I think not 4K. Wouldn't be 4K. It'd be 2K. That would be super sampling to 2K to run it a completely ultra, but you know. So maybe not this generation. I'll see what AMD has with the 300 series. So here is the board itself. Again, I've already unboxed this, so I know what's in here. I know what everything looks like, and it looks beautiful. I love the packaging. This actually looked much better before I took it out 3 times. So, take this out. This is a fantastic box. I love it. So right here you got some M connectors, which are the same thing as Q connectors. So they go... focus. So they go onto your headers, and you just plug them in. See, we got one for power switch, and it looks like one... So one for like the power switches and everything, and then one for something else. You got a nice metal case badge. That's fantastic. I don't use case badges, but that looks really nice. You got a driver CD that you can throw away, which I'm not going to because I like to keep things complete forever if I ever sell anything. This is for audio boost, which I'm not going to use because number one, I don't want to plug a Molex harness in because I don't have anything that uses Molex in my system. And 2, I only have 60 ohm headphones, so I don't need that much more power. Then you got 2 SATA cables. This is where I'm kind of disappointed, because 2 SATA cables, come on, that's not adequate enough. Here is your I/O shield. It's nice and padded in the back, which is really nice. Does it come out, or do I have to tear it open? It does come out. I'm going to open this up real quick. Alright, here we go. So, it's nice and padded, which is amazing. I've never had a padded one. I've never had a black one, for that matter, and this looks amazing. And I cannot wait to install this into my Enthoo Pro. And something I'm really excited about is this is actually full ATX. For some reason, Gigabyte likes to put their lower end or mid-end ATX boards like a half an inch less wide, so a half an inch thinner. And it's just really ugly, especially in my Enthoo Pro. Then you have a quick install guide. So there's that. Now, I really didn't go into the manuals and stuff because, I mean, you don't really need to know that information unless you have it. And if you have it, then you should have the manuals. If you don't and you need them, they should be on the website, but otherwise you can ask me if you can't find them. I will go ahead and provide you some information if you need it. And please stop glaring so bad. I can turn the flashlight off, I guess, now. So you got a product guide, pretty boring. You got a door hanger. So, yeah, so I'm not here, and I'm sorry, busy gaming. I wish they had something that said come in. That'd be nice, but whatever. Then you got an SLI bridge, so this is a 2-way bridge. It would have been nice to have a 3-way bridge, but I'm never going to use 3-way SLI, nor 2-way SLI. I'm probably going to be going Crossfire, so if anything. I'm not an AMD fanboy, it's just AMD but typically has better price to performance. Doesn't have all those cool features, though, but, you know. And then here is your manual, which I'll probably be reading tonight. And then you have some stickers for your SATA cables to tell you which goes to which they give you a ton. So, I guess they're not all for SATA cables, because this only has 6 ports, but they give you a ton of them. So, maybe for other computers, whatever. I'm going to put you guys down so I can go ahead and get the board out and try not to shock it. I'm actually going to go ahead and close the box to put it on top of the box. Okay, let's set you guys down. Okay, guys, here is this beauty of a board. I'm going to turn this on because things are a little dark and it's just a bit easier to see. So let's start at the back. So you got some PS2. You got a red PS2 and red USB 2.0s. I like PS2, but my current keyboard, the Corsair K70, does not support PS2 as far as I know. I might be able to use an adapter, but I doubt it, since that requires a lot of power. The red is for higher polling rates. So these USB ports have higher polling rates, so they're for your mouse and keyboard, so it can get your actions faster and have less lag, which is nice. And you get 2 USB ports, your VGA, DVI, and HDMI over here, which with some nice black caps. That's awesome. Really glad they include those because I like to keep the caps in my ports. It looks a lot better. Then you got your killer LAN, which I think is the E2200. I'm on the box right now, so I can't tell me. Yeah, the E2200 killer NIC, which I've heard some things about it, and it's not fantastic, but whatever. I don't really care. It's going to be an upgrade from whatever the hell is on my Gigabyte board. Then you have four USB 3 ports rather. And then you have your 7.1 audio. That should be 7.1 with a red thing. I like the red. I like the red accents. I don't know. That kind of looks weird to me, though, because it's, uneven and there's nothing else in that section red, but whatever. And then over here you got your 8-pin power, your CPU socket, which I'm going to reluctantly open because I don't want to bend any pins, but I want to see it. Oh my god, maybe. So this is an 1150 socket. There you go. Pins. Gonna close it before I drop something in it. Okay, there we go. Looks nice and pretty. Then you got your beautiful heat sinks. I love these heat sinks. These red bits actually do come off. If you want to remove them, paint them, do something with them, they do come off, which is great. I love that. This is also a fantastic thing. There is a 1x slot right here. This is something that you must have if you have a large cooler, because a large cooler will hang over, most large coolers will hang over the first slot. So if you have a graphics card in that slot, you are going to be in trouble because your graphics card will not fit. Then you got an M.2 slot, which I'm not going to use because I think it uses PCIe lanes or it uses SATA something. It uses something. But yeah, so not a huge fan of that. Probably not going to use it. At the time being, at least. Then you got your CPU fan 1 right there. You got the optional CPU fan there. I haven't decided if I'm going to just use a splitter for my NHD 15 or if I'm going to use the individual ports. We'll find that out when I actually get the processor and stuff. That's where you would plug in that audio boost thing. Here's your voltage checkpoints, which I'm also very happy about. I might get a multimeter so I can go ahead and check those. So you got those. You got your 24 pin right there. We'll turn to that side so you can see those a little bit better. These, I'm not sure what these jumpers are for, but this one looks like, I'm not sure what that one's for. This one's a system fan. This one is USB 2.0 headers. This is power LED, HDD LED. This is speaker, so that's nice. This one's a trusted platform module. This one would be a serial port. This one, oh no, this is audio power. I'm not sure what that is up there. Turbo 1, J Turbo 1. I'm not sure what that exactly is. So this one's for audio right there. This here, I'm not sure what it's for. This is the dip switch for your audio. I don't remember exactly what that does, but it does something. Also, postcodes. Super happy about that. From what I've heard, when the system is on and running... Ooh, just noticed there's a nice silver dragon right there. Did not know that before. When the system is on and running, that will display temps, which is awesome. Don't need a separate temp thing. Got some chips here, probably BIOS or something. You got a nice lithium battery. Okay, so you got a 1X slot here, a 16X physical here, 1X, 1X, 8X, 1X, 8X. So I can, with my 4690K, I can actually only do two-way SLI because it only has 16 lanes. I could do three-way, three-way, what's the other thing? Crossfire, but not going to do that because that's a terrible idea. Not worth it unless I got like 3 290Xs or something. You got this bit lights up when the system is running, and this is separated. You probably have heard all this before, but it's separated for audio, and I'm pretty sure that lights up. And then you got another fantastic looking heatsink. Like, these things are beautiful. I love them. Oh, here's another system fan up there. I love these heatsinks. They're just spot on compared to Gigabyte's older looking designs. Okay, now to over here. I thought, okay, so this does not have SATA Express. I think it was the Gigabyte board I was looking at that does have SATA Express. Not a huge deal. Probably wasn't going to use that in the first place, but you only get 6. That's something really disappointing about this board is you only get 6 of these. My current board has 8. Not a huge deal because I'm only using 4, but I'd rather, a little bit more for improvement. But I guess they got a few more features in here by sacrificing that. And then you got a writing old USB 3. Not sure how I feel about that yet. We'll see once I actually get to building if that's going to be an issue or not. So yeah, I can't really get into like the BIOS or anything. I will do that in the future. I will be doing a build blog of this on LTT, which I will post a link to in the description. I'll also post a link to all of this and as well as my current build and my planned Intel builds. So if you want to see those, stay tuned. Hold on. There we go. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Wanted to talk about the DIMM slots. There was something about that I would like to point out because I was actually wondering this before I got it. So yes, these are both unlocked, so you can move both of them. I don't know exactly which brand it is that does the locked ones, but this is not one of them. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the board over real quick and look at the bottom. Okay, so here you go. That is the back plate. You got your 4 holes for your cooler. And yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. I'm going to show you all over my room. If you guys want to see that, I also have a room tour, so go check that out. I do want to remove these, but I don't want to remove them until I want to remove them to see like what it would look like without them. Might decrease performance a little, but it might look a little bit better because I'm trying to go for more black with slight red accent look, so I want it a little bit more uniform. I want to open this again, but I'm really scared. I'm not gonna. Those pins are really tiny. Every picture I've seen, they looked really big, but they're tiny. Yeah, everything on here looks a lot smaller for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I cannot wait to get my NHD 15. Should be about a month until I get my 4690K and my NHD 15. So stay tuned for that. Go ahead and subscribe if you would like to. Like and comment if you'd like to. That's up to you. Dislike also. I'm going to be Linus for a minute. And yeah, so have a good day, guys. I hope you enjoyed wasting 17 minutes of your life. Good night.